Yes, you already know what it is. We back again for another one. This is Steph Ronin. That's Aaron McKee. He got his apple juice
It's
in hand.
clear today, baby. It's clear today.
Oh, he got nice water with a
Maybe a little
lime in it.
Maybe a little gin and tonic. I don't know.
It's like a homemade 7-Up, bro. It's good.
Gin and tonic, baby. Delicious. What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Welcome out to the 4-4 Heelz. And this is Word on the Street.
Word on the Street. We're going to start with the fan questions first, baby. Let's go. First one, right off the gate. I started with this one. Wanted to get the mind thinking a little bit. It's from Rumble Chick 99, spelled with an X. Y'all figure that out. If both in prime, how would you book Kurt Angle versus Bret the Hitman Hart?
That's down.
Who would be the heel? Who would be the baby?
That's
what would be the storyline a little bit?
This is easy. Bret be the baby.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
We can have Angle to heel.
Yep.
Storyline can be typically Canada versus US.
See, and that's what I was thinking. So in that retrospect, you could build it to where you go to Canada a lot during this, and the heel and the baby switch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be a turn both ways.
Yeah.
That's why I would book it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could book it to where Kurt could be the heel just everywhere. You could do that.
Right.
Because Bret Hart's so loved.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. I'm talking about one of the all-time greats. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Two of the all-time greats.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely when Angle was the wrestling machine.
Remember
that gimmick he had for a little bit?
Right after comedy Angle.
He was going psycho when he shaved his head. He went psycho.
Yeah.
Taking off the straps and going crazy, like slamming people into the elimination chamber.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what's crazy is like Angle, he said on Chris Van Fleet, he said like he was only in WWE for 7 years. And like it felt like forever, bro.
Yeah.
And then he was champion within 10 months, I think. It seemed like he was wrestling for 3 years, bro. That's how much he was probably wrestling, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty shocking to me because I didn't think he got the first championship that fast either.
Yeah.
It felt like it was forever. But I guess, Vince, he does value wrestlers with real life credentials.
Yeah. And he came in hot, man. He came in hot. Yeah, so who do you book to win the match? Who do you book to lose the match, and how? I got to go Bret winning sharpshooter and reverses out of the ankle lock somehow.
I would go Bret winning, but not with the sharpshooter. I would go Bret winning through just a simple schoolboy roll up that surprised the shit out of Angle and shit.
Yeah. Like when Owen got Bret.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that we're not going to expect. You know what I mean? But it would be a match. The sharpshooter versus the ankle lock. Like, who got the best submission move? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's who. Oh, what's her name? Barbie X. What her name is?
Rumble Chick 99.
Oh, Rumble Chick with an X.
With an X.
Good question, man. Good question.
Yeah. Then we go to a Champ 4242. And it simply just says, and I'm going to interpret it, it just says, what the fuck is going on with The Rock? And I think he's referring to Dave Meltzer saying The Rock isn't going to be at WrestleMania. And then The Rock commenting on someone else's post, it was like, don't listen to bullshit.
The Rock.
So I've already kind of talked about it. What are your thoughts about it? How do you feel about Dave Meltzer first?
Okay, first of all, like I said, I think Dave Meltzer is very biased. That's why I don't really like. I love AEW too, bro. But at some point, like, come on, bro.
He be cockroaching too much.
How you don't give Kurt Angle Shawn Michaels? So he gave Undertaker and Shawn Michaels 5-star match.
Yeah, but never Kurt Angle
5-star match.
I would say him and Shane McMahon at King of the Ring, even though there was a bunch of botches and Shane McMahon landed on his head a bunch of times. That was a 5-star. That match was incredible, man.
I did see the story I was trying to tell. They just ain't hit on all points, but then it was Shane McMahon. He still knew the game. But Dave Meltzer, bro, like I said, he has some good points. He does have some insight. He's been doing it for years. He used to have a wrestling magazine, the Wrestling Insider and stuff, and he's been doing it for years. So he is a legitimate journalist, but a lot of his opinions and stuff, man, nowadays he's catfishing. And then I look, he's trying to kind of do one of these because he was the first one that brought up the ratings against AEW and NXT, right? I got something about that later in Word for the Street. WWE, shame on you, WWE. I got some stuff from them. But it seems like he's trying to kind of play both sides right now and stuff. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Dave Meltzer, bro, I feel like his 5-star ratings for some reason became the standard of how you rate matches. I don't know how. But again, like I said.
Well, half the I feel like it's pretty divided. Half believe that and half think he's full of shit. So,
well, I'm
like half people like it and half people don't give a fuck what he says.
Yeah, I pay attention a little bit at the same time. Like it's horse
Yeah,
shit.
I'll listen to it, but then I'll just listen to other people too. And I will say, last week we got because I did say Dave Meltzer like rated the cage match and Damian Priest over. Like I said, he rated Finn Balor and Damian Priest match better than he rated the Hell in a Cell. That was not true at all. He rated the Hell in a Cell a 5-star. I got, but I don't give a fuck. That's what we do. We talk about whatever. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I didn't find out, bro.
I just actually saw his post. I was like, oh shit, I guess we're wrong. Like we say all the time, we ain't factual. We just talk about wrestling, bro.
This is just our opinion.
We hear shit and we react to shit. But do you think Rock will be at WrestleMania?
Of course.
Of
why the hell
course.
would he come back out bad blood if he's not going to be used, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
This boy ain't got no time to be wasting, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Then we get Yeet Till I Die. And he asks, I'm assuming will the Bloodline interfere with Jay's Intercontinental Championship match Monday night against Braun Breaker? And then essentially bringing him back into the Bloodline.
Okay, we got some juicy right here. Now, this is what we've just been waiting for. Okay, so I was thinking about this last night watching Raw. Is it feasible and possible that Judgment Day interferes one more time with Jay, causes him to lose the match initially? But in the process, Jimmy comes out to try to help him, but he's not successful. Braun Breaker retains again. Jay is left in the ring. He's with Jimmy. I tried, man. But I tell you what, Jay walks away still. He still walks away. It's going to take something like I'm telling you, they set it up. It's going to take a severe Roman beatdown, a severe Jimmy beatdown, and whoever third person where they're going to get to help. And I swear to God, I hope it's not fucking Sami Zayn, bro. I hope it's not.
That's what the people want. The people want it. We don't want him here at 4-4 Heelz. We don't want him at all. But maybe they can make him a better storyline. Maybe we will start to like Sami Zayn if he comes back. What if I think instead of the Bloodline cost and Bloodline does come out to cost, but then Jimmy saves him and lets him Jimmy somehow saves the Bloodline from interfering. Jay can retain the Intercontinental belt. He's like, man, my brother might have my back. Let me help them out type thing. Because I swear to God, me and a lot of other people are going to be very upset if Jay has this fucking 2-week run as a fucking Intercontinental Championship, man. They can't let him walk out with his son and then take the belt away. Because literally last time he had a belt was the tag team champs with Cody Rhodes, and that shit lasted like 10 days, bro.
Yeah.
You can't do it to him twice, bro.
So I was going to tell you and the rest of the Yeet Masters out there, bro, you just be prepared because this is happening. He's going to get stripped of the title. He's going to go back to Braun Breaker.
Oh, no,
bro. And then when it happens, I'm just going to say, I told you so. Short-ass title run because they need him for the Bloodline, bro. There's more money in the Bloodline than him being an Intercontinental
But there's more money in the Bloodline with him and with the IC.
No, it's not. It's a distraction.
We'll see, motherfucker.
It's also not fair to that belt to be held up like that when it can have his own storyline and still be useful for other, matches and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because that storyline is so prominent, bro. You don't need no championships in it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Oh, who's the tag team champions now? The Tongas, right?
The Tongas, the Gorillas of Destiny.
Right. So what's going to happen is he's going to drop the IC title. The Usos going to get back and grab those two beautiful belts. You know what I'm saying? Instead of those penny belts they had. Bro, it is what it is.
I don't think so.
Sometimes we gotta step outside the fandom and we gotta think about business.
No. No. Jay's doing so much good business, he's good. All right, we going on. London Guy 26 says, what woman are you most excited to return to either the WWE or the AEW? I don't know if any. to return, like along with like a Charlotte Flair, a Becky Lynch, a Asuka. I think that's who I'm most excited for, Asuka to return. And Charlotte Flair, just because she could probably put on some banging matches with like a Tiffany Stratton. I don't know if any AEW, I didn't watch it a while ago, so I don't know if we're missing any in particular.
No, no one's really injured right now in AEW as far as on the women's side. I mean,
maybe Tony Storm return.
Tony Storm's come back, but again, I think her layoff is well deserved. Like she's did so much within that year. Like she's on TV every episode. So I'm glad that she's off for a little bit, kind of keep her fresh. You know what I mean? But she is gonna come back for Mariah May. Watch, I promise you. But she's
Mariah May finally delivered a banger of a match.
Wait a minute. So you didn't think, bro, the match at All In between Mariah May and Tony Storm was banging. You said it on the show. You was like, it told a story. It was a good match.
It told a story, but the match wasn't good.
I'm going to pull the tape out on your ass.
Pull it out, bro.
That was a good match. But of course, that was a banging ass match. I told you, my girl, Willow Nightingale, puts on fire matches. She's good. And she has it all, bro. She needs to be the champion. Yeah. I don't know when, but sometime near future, she needs to.
Real quick. Needs to have it real quick. I think she should take out CEO.
TBS, no, I'm talking about women's. I want her to be women's champion. She already been TBS champion.
She needs to take out Mercedes. Ugh.
And speaking of, bro, I'm not going to lie. I got to give it up to her. I gave her some props last night. That match she had on Dynamite, it was actually.
I watched it. It wasn't terrible.
It was actually good, bro.
It wasn't terrible.
It was actually, I was like, oh, let me. And then I was like, wait, oh shit, she's actually, everything was, I was like, I think she's getting used to being back in the ring again. Because I think one thing we forgot that her first match that she came back to AEW was the first time she had a match in like almost a year, because she'd been out for an injury. Yeah. That's why she didn't, when she first got signed to AEW, she didn't wrestle immediately because she was still kind of recovering. Mm-hmm. And so when she got cleared to wrestle, I could see the ring rust. So that's what it was, because I'm telling you, when she was in WWE years ago, when it was the full horsewomen, she was the only one that I was like, yo, she had banger matches in WWE for a while. But then all of a sudden, she got sloppy.
She got rich. She's like she like an NFL running back. As soon as they get paid, they're like, fuck this.
Right. That is true, bro. What happened to your running wheels? I got too much money.
Got too much money, motherfucker. But that ends the fan questions, y'all. We appreciate it. Keep them coming. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Now we starting the word on the street. This is the dirt sheets, the rumors. Sometimes we just said we are wrong about them. This story might be fake, but we gonna talk about it.
We gonna talk about it anyway.
We gonna spark your interest in your mind.
We're gonna talk about the possibility.
So I wanted to start with this one because I feel like it's close to your heart. This one right here. This one right here. Undertaker, Mark Calloway, says pro wrestling will always be about the storytelling. The moves are secondary.
He's right. He is right. I'm not gonna say he's wrong. I'm not gonna say the Undertaker's wrong, bro. That's my guy. First of all, that's my guy. I love it. I mean, Taker's he almost got my Mount Rushmore. The purple and black Taker, my favorite. Yeah. He is right, but like I said in my videos, it goes hand in hand. I don't think one is more important than the other, but I think if you do it properly, it's how it's supposed to go. The storylines make the matches more meaningful. Yeah. But the matches are the payoffs to the storylines. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you can't have one without the other. You can't have a dope-ass storyline and then have a shitty match because it's like, what the fuck? Because we had it happen to us at WrestleMania. Yeah. Dope-ass storyline between Jimmy and Jay. Anticipation match, and then the match was a dud. Now we don't even think about the storyline no more. So if the match doesn't highlight the storyline, it's a fail altogether. It's a fail altogether. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have a great storyline, go out there and put on a dud of a match because it's can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in some retrospect of some matches, like a King of the Ring tournament or any kind of tag tournament, you really don't need much of a storyline there because the storyline within itself is a tournament. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in that retrospect, so yes, you do need banging ass matches. Yeah. You need the fucking storylines too. You need both. But so
I heard this too. You don't necessarily remember matches. You remember moments, not matches. That's what I heard. And I was like, it made me think because I was like in the long run, I remember Undertaker versus Kane. Right. Do I remember really matches in detail? No, but I remember like there was the set on fire match where Kane did his arm caught on fire. But that's a moment. I don't remember the whole match. I think the only match there's few matches I remember. I could tell you from the start of the bell to the end of the bell, like Mankind, Undertaker, and the Hell in the Cell.
Right.
I can tell you everything that happened in that fucking match. But
there's no possible way for us to remember detail everything in the match.
Yeah.
But again, this is why the matches are important, because you remember how you felt when you watched that match.
Yeah.
That's what you remember.
Yeah.
It's not more so the moment. It's like right now, I can't really tell you word for word what happened at WrestleMania 25 between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, but I know for a fucking fact that was a fucking banging ass match.
But you remember moments of that match, like Undertaker missing the camera guy or the camera guy missing the Undertaker.
Remember highlights. Highlights. I remember Shawn Michaels kicking out from the tombstone. That was like, what the? You know what I'm saying? So I remember highlights, but no one is really going to remember every transition like, in the match. Like, what, this happened here, then this happened. No one's going to do that, bro.
Yeah.
So that's a mute point.
So we're both basically proving Undertaker's point right now.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Like I said, Taker is
like,
right.
Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels retirement match. I don't remember any of the match, but I remember the last, 30 seconds with the "I love you" with the
right. I remember another spot about the match when Ric Flair jumped off the top rope and did a crossbody block and actually hit it, because he'd done it for years and never hit it, right?
Yeah.
Then Ross like, he finally hit it. So I remember, again, but look what we're talking about. We're talking about moments in matches. We're not talking about moments outside of matches. We're talking about moments that happen in the ring. We're not talking about, remember that promo that motherfucker cut Southside?
Well, I mean, we remember Austin 316 just said, "I whooped your ass." We remember Rock is anything but sucks. We remember those promos. There's many promos we remember too.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like for the matches that we're talking about, we're not talking about the build-up. We talked about what happened in the match, right? The moments in the match. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? But we got to remember, Stone Cold, that promo came from him wrestling Jake the Snake Roberts, who was a born-again Christian.
Yeah.
It came from a match. So if that match never happened, that promo would never happen.
Yeah. I forget who said it to Stone Cold. I forget where I heard it, but someone said, like talking to Austin, they were like, Do you know what you just said? He's like, I don't know what I just. He was like, I don't fucking know. He's like, dude, you just said something like crazy. Like you just said something, like controversial. And then they said the next Monday on Raw, they saw Austin 316, and they're like, oh no, we're good.
Yeah. No, it's again, you can't have one without the other.
Attitude Era. Boom. That was that. Is that the starting point of the Attitude Era?
The exact starting point.
Yep. Austin 316 said, "I just whipped your ass."
You thump your Bible. You talk about your palms. You talk about your palms. Hey, that was good, bro. I love that shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
I love that shit, man. Awesome. You know what I mean? He used to come out to that music. He used to get goosebumps. He come out and start whooping ass, bro. Like, and he can throw a punch. Oh, man. Or as they call it, when you actually land a punch on a wrestler, I love this term. They call it potatoing.
Yeah.
Potatoes. I remember I saw this interview with
How you with that potato?
Booker T and Steve Austin went at it one time, like, because Booker T got potatoes Steve Austin, and Steve Austin potatoed the shit out of Booker T right back. Caught a receipt in the match, bro. Yeah. That shit is good. He said, Booker T always work kind of snug. He does work snug, bro. He does.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So we both agree Undertaker's right. You will watch, though, a straight-up pro wrestling match, no story, and you'll be like,
of course.
That was amazing. And I will, too, but too much of it is too much of it.
But the match has to have a story within it. You understand what I'm saying? They have to tell a story within the match. Like, this is what's, you know what I mean? So, of course. Because, like I said, it's the art of pro wrestling. That's the whole thing why we watch. If there was no in-ring action, would you watch pro wrestling? No.
Yeah. Right. It would just be a soap opera.
Exactly.
But this kind of leads, it's crazy. I write shit in order, and then our conversation, I'm like, nope, we should do this next. So this was all the way at the bottom, but we going to do it next. Jonathan Coachman, you know the coach.
Yeah.
You know Coach. He says that the WWE is essentially hiding behind its financial success right now, and basically like having like 4 to 6 segment matches is too much now. And like they're relying too much on just the superstars. They're like, hey, he keeps saying like, I'm paraphrasing, but the roster is so deep that you could have just 2 segment matches, real quick matches, tell a quick story with that, and then move on to the next if the roster's so deep. So he's basically saying like, Chris Van Fleet did it, and it was like, I highly recommend everyone listen to this interview. It was awesome. Coachman's awesome. He's got a way different perspective than most people.
Coachman interview?
Yeah.
Breakdown.
And he was just like, they're kind of like, they're financially successful right now, but the quality of the show isn't as good. And I feel like this was right up your alley with what we just discussed.
So what's the question?
Like, is he right? Like, is it just financially successful right now, but the product really isn't as good as it could be? Because he's saying you should shorten the matches and have more matches.
Okay, so here's a big thing about that. When Vince was in charge, it was the opposite. He shortened matches, and people was like, "Why the fuck do we have these 5-minute, 3-minute matches? It doesn't do anything." So Triple H is making the matches longer. But to me, I think he's making them a little bit too long. There's too many commercial breaks. And when you have too many commercial breaks in a match, it fucks up the flow.
Yeah. So I think maybe when they move to Raw and they won't have to do commercial breaks in between matches.
So frequent.
Well, they won't have to do it in between the matches. They can do the commercials whenever the fuck they want on Netflix, you know?
Is that what he's saying?
Hopefully we don't get a fucking, you know, like what we're probably doing right now with a fucking picture-in-picture. Yeah. Hopefully we don't get that with Netflix. Hopefully, like, the match starts and you watch the whole match and then you'll get a commercial break. You know what I'm saying? They can do that. Because they're not dictated by minutes on how many minutes in between they need to have a commercial break.
Let's go back to Coachman about the product. I think what he's referring to, if I'm mistaken, I think he's looking at the build of WrestleMania and how the product was, and he's kind of trying to compare it to now, which is not a good idea because Coachman always know WrestleMania season shit is always through the roof.
Yeah,
we can't compare what's going on now to WrestleMania season because it's not WrestleMania season. It's the build up.
Yeah.
To WrestleMania because of shit. Bro, that shit's damn near around the corner before we know it. You know that shit?
Mm-hmm. It's close, bro. I thought about that today. I was like, damn, bro, it's like we're almost at Survivor Series. Then we're almost at Rumble.
Yep.
Then
it's Mania.
And then we get the Raw before Rumble right here in the 404, baby.
That's the January. That's the January joint right there. Yeah.
January, I believe.
When the tickets go, the tickets already on sale or no?
November 1st. Pre-sale's on right now, but it's nowhere where I want to really sit. So.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to get that main camera view.
Hey. Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna put you in a group message, me, you, and my boy Ronaldo, because he might fly out here, and then we'll figure out tickets. Because I'm gonna buy them November 1st, baby. Boom.
On that's the same day.
Yes. Got to.
Bet.
Because obviously them tickets ain't going to get cheaper in Atlanta.
No, it's not.
The first day is going to be the cheapest day to get the tickets.
But it don't be no damn Bad Blood tickets, bro. It would not be as Bad Blood, bro.
It's going to be close. The Raw before Rumble, baby.
No, it's not going to be that much, bro. That's TV. They want to sell out, man. So, no, I think Coachman is getting confused, bro. I think the product is pretty much where it is. It's just not as many like Rock left. The Rock effect. That's what I was telling you. He's not here. They do have a deep roster, but again, they only have the sub layer of superstars. You understand what I'm saying? Like ones who can draw.
Yeah.
Then you have great wrestlers and great stars. So yeah, I think Coachman does have sort of a point, but I just feel like he's getting confused WrestleMania season. I don't think the product is really dipped off too much. I just think that it's not as riveting because it's not WrestleMania season. That's what I think.
All right.
What you think?
I mean, if you're making money, you're making money. That's money talks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're financially successful. You're not hiding behind anything. You're just financially successful.
So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. The product's working because they're financially successful. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I guess if you want to look at it from that standpoint. But you know, financially successful things out here, but the shit is shitty. Still, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what, McDonald's? Food is shitty, bro. Financial success.
It's expensive. Expensive.
really expensive now.
But people still buying $50,000 packages to WrestleMania. So
Yeah, those
shit might
are.
be expensive, but people still making it. We still buying shit.
I would never do no shit like that. I ain't spending no fees. I'm telling you right now, that is not going to happen.
Hell yeah,
bro. It ain't that damn. We ain't about to be out there like that, bro.
hell yeah.
I catch him in walking past at the airport. Hey.
All right, our next category, tell me how you feel. This is when do you think, and then what he recent. I wrote down this question, and then I was looking it up yesterday or today, and I added it on. When do you think Logan Paul returns? And then he also said, when he returns, his first rival, Jacob Fatu. Is he talking out his ass, or is this true?
He has to be talking out his ass because I don't even see no build. I don't like what would be the build up between that. Like, is he turning babyface now?
I
Logan?
don't know.
I don't know, bro. Again, you know how I feel about Logan Paul, bro. I don't find him like exciting. The dude is just there. He's just there for marketing purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I always go against Jacob when Jacob beat the shit out of his ass like Steve.
That's what I was saying. That's what I think's gonna happen. He comes in, Jacob just destroys him, and then he's got to start from the bottom and kind of work his way back up, type thing.
Oh, the journey. That's gonna be a new character. The journey on his way.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's for you too. There. I can't believe you're not wearing the AEW hat, bro. What's up? What's up?
I just trying to switch it up a little bit.
What's up?
So people think they have watching the same video.
So Busted Open says AEW has had lightning in a bottle many times, but they haven't capitalized on it.
That's right. It's true.
It's 100% true.
It's true. They've had so many potential to have great feuds and great matches and great with the star power they have, but they didn't just capitalize on it. Just wait, and then it goes away. Another problem with AEW, bro, again, that comes from the production side. The production needs to be at least top notch to even think about being a competitor to the E. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is where the E knocks it out the park. Not sometimes, every single time. The production is flawless every time, bro. You can't beat the E in production.
Yeah.
Bro, the gap between the two companies in production, don't even think about measuring. Because, again, their production is top notch. I've always said, keep saying, their production is top notch. AEW's production, they need to step the fuck up. But I think it goes back to the matches they just letting squandering. So now, again, let me insert a topic because it's piggyback off of that. I finally understood why the last 8 months, I'm like, why is AEW got all these damn luchador matches on like crazy?
Cruiserweight?
It finally makes sense. They were using that as a bargaining chip to get and land a deal with Fox Sports South Mexico.
There you go.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So they got a deal with Fox Sports South Mexico. Tony Khan, now it makes sense why the influx of Japanese stars, the influx of luchadors. He said his focus in 2025 is to take AEW international.
Yeah, so his first market is Mexico.
First market is Mexico, so he's going to be doing that, which is going to be good. And they're going to also be showing a Collision, Dynamite.
I ain't hating.
Bro, listen, now it makes sense.
I ain't hating.
I'm going to tell you something. This is what the AEW does that kind of pisses me off. They would do stuff, right? But there's no word on the street that kind of, because you know how like WWE would do stuff, and then you kind of hear like rumblings before they do it. Yeah. And then when they do it, you kind of, oh, this is what they're doing, right?
Yeah, AEW is more tight sealed.
They're very tight sealed because for so long, why they got so many doors?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Are they tight sealed because no one gives a fuck? Hey, come on, bro. Maybe a little bit.
Oh, of course. But again, since the mid 2023 to now, well, this year was a whole lot better year, and writing and everything is much better. But yeah, it was a dip off between, because what they were doing was they hired. We're going to another segment of mine. So it was reported that Jimmy Jacobs, a former TNA/WWE producer and writer, just left AEW. And do you know what time he was hired.
I don't remember, but I remember reading about this Jimmy Jacobs and all his decisions he made were all kind of like the bad decisions.
Well, okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let's not put everything on Jimmy Jacobs. Tony Khan got a lot to think about this shit. You're supposed to be the filter. You can't just put it on him and be like, this is all his idea. It's on you.
That'd be like Vince putting on Bruce Pritchard.
Right, or Vince Russo, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing. But Tony Khan is the filter, so that's what happened. But I feel like they said that Jimmy Jacobs was hired mid-2023, and that's right around the same time storyline starting.
Kind of get iffy.
And this was the birth of AEW's sports entertainment era. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Now you're starting to see them shedding away from that shit, which I can't really tell sometimes because you still got people like the MXM collection.
Yeah, and Moxley's story is all storytelling right now.
Well, Moxley's story is beautiful. I like how they it out. This is actually a story within a story because if you saw Dynamite last night, did you see it?
I'm like an hour 20 into it.
Okay, so you've seen this part.
I just saw where Moxley came in and jumped the conglomerate.
Right.
All of them came in. And
well, I'm talking about the very beginning, the promo after Wrestle Dream that it shot.
Yeah. I saw that.
On the truck,
it was kind of iffy. It was weird. Weird.
He said, I don't like what AEW is turning into. So that's the story. They taken what everybody's complaining about and they put it into a real storyline. Like we talk about internet booking.
Yeah. And this is one of my subjects too. This Wheeler Yuta's heel turn, 0 cents.
See, I saw it coming.
0 cents.
Saw it coming. No, it makes perfect sense.
No, it makes 0 sense to me. And this is one of my subjects here, so we're intermingling so well.
That's good. That's good.
But it just like he was so devastated,
and
then he tags with him, and he's just so devastated. He's such an advocate for Bryan Danielson, whatever his name is.
DB, call him DB.
DB. And it just made I was like, why did he turn on him? It made no sense. They haven't explained it yet. He just turned on him. He was so devastated about the plastic bag over his head, but then put a plastic bag over his head. Come on, bro.
Listen,
come on, bro.
Let me tell you what's happened. See, the past couple of weeks when I did my review shows, I broke this down. I was saying every match that Wheeler has done for the last month, it ends in him snapping, losing control, getting really violent. And then to the point to where he almost attacks the ref, and the referee got to kind of back him up. And then he's like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
And they kept doing it. And that's when I was like, he's either going to go hard against the Blackpool Combat Club, but I already knew that. I said, he's going to turn.
Yeah.
Because they programmed something within his mental to make him that violent. They know how to trigger it.
It was
that's what happened. He finally just gave into that urge and turned against it. It's perfect. Trust me. But again, you have to watch the shows. And I'm going to tell you something about AEW's booking. And I don't think a lot of people realize this. I just found this shit out the other couple of weeks ago. So we're so used to what happens on Raw stays on Raw. What happens on SmackDown stays on SmackDown.
Not no more.
I mean, overall, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right? I just realized you have to watch Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision because they draw out all their storylines across all three shows.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until now.
But I feel like Rampage is like the stories you really don't really need to watch.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I haven't watched Rampage for a while, but the last few Rampages I've watched, they have been very important for the stories. From the interviews to the matches, they've been carrying on from the Dynamite to Rampage to Collision, bro. So that I think a lot of people got confused because everybody thought like, oh, what happened? It's a Collision, it's a separate show.
Yeah,
it's a separate show, but it's not. They're fucking.
Yeah, it's definitely intertwined for sure. For sure.